Welcome to the East Meadow Beth-El Jewish Center Enhanced Shoppers Gift Card Program presentation. We are enhancing our program to provide an opportunity for our members to help offset their dues and other administrative fees. This should be a win-win for the member and for the congregation. Since this is a narrated presentation that will run continuously, the following is recommended. Have pen and paper handy to take notes and to write questions. Every slide has a number at the top right. Refer to that number when asking a question at the end. And most often, questions will be answered by the time the presentation is finished. So don't get stuck on one idea or one thought because you may lose other information. Please mute yourself while you're not speaking, and especially if there are other conversations at your location or if you are on a phone call. And at the end of the presentation, for questions and answers, you can use the raise hand button on the participant panel. So what is our program all about? Well, this is the down and dirty. You, the member, will purchase gift cards from a variety of choices of vendors. Over 600 vendors are available, but you'll purchase the gift cards at the face value of the cost. Where do you purchase it from? You purchase it from Shop with Script. We are partnering with them to make this program possible. There is no cost to you except for shopping as usual, but be aware there are some small transaction fees in some cases, and that will be explained later. Each card purchased has a rebate, which is paid to the shul, and you receive 1/2 of that rebate as credit towards your dues or other administrative fees. So 1/2 of the rebate is fundraising for the shul, and 1/2 of it goes back to you in the form of credit for your dues. Now we know that everybody in our congregation are not all at the same place in terms of technology or their comfort level with shopping online. So we've allowed for 3 different ways for you to acquire gift cards and participate. These include ordering on a paper form, ordering online from any device, or ordering on your mobile device, your phone, which can give you instant purchase of electronic gift cards. So let's look at these choices. If you're ordering on a paper form, you will simply get the form either in the synagogue office, or you can download it from our weekly scroll, and you write the vendors and the dollar amounts on the form. You place the order form with a check for the entire amount in an envelope, bring it to the synagogue office, and leave it in the space designated for shoppers' gift cards. You can also pay for your order from our EMBEJC website. Orders will be placed on Monday afternoons, and cards will be available within a week to 10 days for pickup from the office. Now, right now, we are still in the throes of the COVID-19 pandemic, so we're not entirely open. However, once we do reopen, we will have volunteers available on Sunday mornings and one evening during the week to assist you. However, you can place your orders at any time. So this is what our order form will look like. And all you need to do is complete the information, last name, first name, date, phone, email, and check one, whether you are enclosing a check or whether you have paid on our website, in which case you should print the receipt and attach it to the order. And you'll simply list the merchant and the denomination. So for example, if you wanted to shop at Target and you wanted cards in $50 denominations, you'd put Target 50, maybe you want 2 of them, and that would be $100. And you do this down the line and then submit your order. Now the second method of ordering cards would be to order directly from the Shop with Script website. Note that in order to participate in this program, regardless of whatever method you use, you do have to register on the Shop with Script site. That is where you will find the over 600 different merchants that you can buy gift cards for. Well, once you log into your account after registering, and we will talk about registration later, you would complete the online order form simply by selecting the vendors and entering the dollar amounts. And you can make your payment online right then and there, either by a credit card or by an electronic fund debit from your bank account. And note the fees that are involved, 2.6% for credit card and a flat 15-cent fee on the order for using an electronic fund debit. And some of the cards, not all, some of them can even be delivered to your home, whereas all of them can be delivered to EMBEJC. And again, they should arrive within a week to 10 days. Now, when you place your order, as you'll see in a moment, you'll have the option to pay EMBEJC by check. So keep that in mind. You do not have to pay Shop with Script directly. You could still pay EMBEJC directly. So this is what the Shop with Script website looks like. And this is the sign-in page, username, password. That is, of course, after you register. So we'll talk about that in a while. Once you sign in, you would click on Shop, and then you would see the vendors pop up. Now, in this particular screen, the most popular vendors pop up, but you can sort them alphabetically or by category, shopping or clothing or resorts. Yes, 600. Now just look at this. Southwest Airlines is here. Marriott Resorts is down there. Apple gift cards, obviously Home Depot, Target, etc. You'll see them all. You can click on Express Order, and you could start typing in the card's name so you don't have to search through all of them. So if you just typed in TAR, you would get the list of all the Target options, the denominations. You would pick one, such as a $100 Target card. It would tell you that this is a physical card, meaning it's a piece of plastic that will have to come to the shul for pickup in a week to 10 days. And you've ordered one, you get a 2.5% rebate on the $100, so that's $2.50. But you are paying face value. You are not paying that rebate. That rebate comes to the shul, and again, half of that would be credited to your dues. And your total here is $100. Once you go to your cart, and you will see what's in your cart, and it's telling you here again, $100 Target card for $100. And here's where you can select your payment options, either pay by credit card, by bank account, or a check given to your coordinator. And when we say a check to your coordinator, That also includes paying on the synagogue's website. So you do not have to pay Shop with Script if you're not comfortable doing so. And then you submit your order. Once you've submitted your order, the next screen will tell you what your order number is. This is especially important if you are paying the synagogue directly. You must include that order number on your check, or again, if you use the synagogue website, there will be a place to enter that order number. We need to match the order with the payment. And again, your order will not be processed until the payment is cleared. Cleared meaning that we can match a payment to an order. Now, for those of you who know and are accustomed to electronic fund debits, you realize there is always some application working in the background that is encrypted and secure. Maybe you have your auto insurance paid by direct fund debits from your bank account, and certainly you have direct deposits, so on and so forth. Well, Shop with Script uses a background service called Plaid, which is used by many organizations who do this. You do not have to register with Plaid. You do not need to do anything with Plaid. I'm providing this information to you so that if you want to find out about how secure this is, you can look this up as well. It works purely behind the scenes. And the third method would be to use your mobile device. Now, if you've ordered tickets online and movie tickets, that is, and you've gone to the theater, you may have used this or seen other people where the ticket is on their phone and they just put the screen of their phone to the scanner and they're registered. And you might have seen people in the supermarket or somewhere else online ahead of you doing the same thing. They're paying by putting their phone to the scanner. Well, that same option exists here. Aside from physical gift cards, there are electronic gift cards, and all you need is the appropriate mobile app. And in this case, it's called Raise Right Fundraising. So if you see Raise Right or Shop with Script, they're one and the same for our purposes. Once you create an account with Shop with Script, you will have the same account with Raise Right, the same username and password. All you have to do is put the app on your phone, and I'll show you on the next slide how that is done. So you would go to your device's app store. You would look for Raise Right Fundraising and get it as you ordinarily do. This is the icon. And then you would find that it opens up after you log in with the same username and password you've created for Shop with Script. It will know you, and it will know the organization you're associated with. Here it says East Meadow Beth-El Jewish Center. And you can shop. So these are screenshots of a live transaction. I hit shop, went to Home Depot, clicked on Home Depot and saw that it's earning a 4% rebate. And once I did that, it tells me, and this is important, e-gift card versus gift card. So if you want to have instant access to the card, you have to use e-gift card. And you can put in the amount, add it to your cart, and go to the cart, and there it is sitting there waiting for payment. So continue to checkout. Once you pay for it, and in order to use an electronic gift card, you have to pay for it immediately at Shop with Script, either by credit card or electronic fund debit. Once you do, it's sitting in your wallet. And if you open it up, there it is. And It's got a barcode and it's got a card number and a PIN number. And if you were at Home Depot and you said, okay, I've got $90 worth of stuff here, as you know, as you develop dexterity with using this, you know, one, two, three, you buy $100 gift card from Home Depot, and there you are, ready to pay, and you pay just by putting this on top of the scanner. It will read the barcode, and it's done. So that's the down and dirty of using the third option to pay. Now, you can order electronic gift cards from the Shop with Script website from your desktop computer, and it will go into your wallet. And here's a shot of being on the Shop with Script site, showing the wallet that it's there. So you can make your purchases either from your desktop or from your mobile device. They interact with each other, and they both contain the same information. And by the way, after you make an order, you receive an email confirmation. And I also want to say that you will start receiving emails of specials. So for example, you might get an email that says, for this week, Home Depot is giving a 10% rebate. Now, of course, you could stop those emails from coming, but you never know. You know, remember, this is meant to be a win-win. You know, you benefit as well as the shul benefits, and we'll talk about that later. So you may want to take advantage of specials that give a greater rebate. Now, if you were on your website, you could get that electronic gift card, but you would print it out so you could bring it to the store if you don't like using your mobile device. So this is a sample. Obviously, it's got a fictitious code, but you would just print this out from your local printer, and you could use the card as well. So the first step is to register with Shop with Script. So you go to shopwithscript.com. All the way at the top right, you click register. It'll say for families. On the left, you scroll down and say join an existing program. What program are you joining? You're joining the East Meadow Beth-El Jewish Center program, and you must use this code over here. Now, the synagogue will be mailing this code to all of its members, but you don't have to wait for that. If you have a pen or pencil on hand, you can copy that down right now and register right after this presentation and start shopping. Now, after that, you have to create a username. We strongly recommend your email address. This way you won't forget it. And a password that you won't forget. But remember, there's always a forgot your password. We don't know your passwords. Nobody at the synagogue knows your password. So, you know, that's between you and the Shop with Script company. So you're on your way to offsetting your dues. The only other requirement we ask in terms of registration is to make sure that your first and last names are the first and last names on the East Meadow Beth-El Jewish Center account. That's the only way for now that we can match you with your account. So please don't put in any fictitious names. It won't benefit you. Now we will have a step-by-step set of instructions for registering that will be available on the weekly scroll as a link, as well as a link to the Shop with Script site, and a link perhaps even to this presentation, in case you want to review it. So here are some questions and answers that people have asked or likely to ask. So let's go over them. Can I use these gift cards anywhere? Well, wherever you can use a Target gift card, you can use the Target gift cards you purchase from here. Excuse me. Or Home Depot or anywhere else. Just before you purchase a gift card, please make sure that you've taken a look by clicking on it, the detailed information. We are also told that none of these gift cards expire, and at least they don't expire in any time soon, if at all. So again, please make sure you read the information. Do families have to participate? Do they have to sell anything? No. There is no requirement. There is no synagogue requirement to participation. There is no there is no special activity you have to perform. You simply pay face value for the gift cards and do the shopping that you ordinarily do. How often will rebates be credited to my account? We're going to do that quarterly. That is, the synagogue's fiscal year is from July 1st to June 30th, so we'll be posting and crediting dues every 3 months, the ends of September, December, March, and June. And what if you've already paid your dues? What if you've paid your other fees? Well, then we'll look towards crediting your dues for the following year. And we're only going to go to the following year. We're not going to go 3 years out. What are the other fees that may be credited? Well, credits will be awarded in the following order: dues, security assessment, Hebrew school tuition, and the building fund. And that is, the security assessment would only get credited after the entire dues obligation is completely met, and then so on down the list. So this way our bookkeeper knows exactly if you only have $50 left on your dues to pay for the year, and you use your credits for that, then the next item the bookkeeper would look at would be the security assessment, and so on down the line. Now, of course, what would happen if you've met all your obligations? Well, then again, we would look towards the following year. What will not be credited? Credits will not be given for donations, event fees, or other charges. Credit will only be put towards dues, building fund, security fee, and Hebrew school tuition. This program is not a substitute for charitable giving or participating in shul events, classes, and programs. It's meant to help families meet their basic obligations to the shul. Again, it's a win-win. And we know that for many families, meeting their obligations is difficult. So this is one way where we're trying to alleviate some of that burden. But of course, what if you don't want credit? Well, you can inform us of that, but we're not recommending that. While this would be generous, we are not seeking it. We want this to be a win-win for both you and for the congregation. If the entire dues and fee obligations for the current and next year were met, then the full rebate would go to the shul. And in that point, that's where we need you. That's where we need people to participate because, again, this is also a fundraiser. Well, how worthwhile will this really be? And this is such an important piece of information. A little math. Let's consider an average rebate of 3% on purchases. So that's $30. $15 would go to the member to offset dues, and $15 would go to the shul itself. Now, with so many vendors and people shop, no matter what you buy, you could find that you could find it there. It's not hard to imagine a family spending $10,000 using this program. So therefore, that member would have their dues offset by $150, and $150 will go to the shul. Just imagine if 300 members each use this program for $10,000 worth of shopping, EMJC would raise $45,000. If you've been involved in any kind of fundraising effort, you know that it would take a monumental effort and a very outstanding kind of event to raise and produce a profit of $45,000. This is an easy way to raise needed funds for the congregation. And again, it's a win-win. And we have more than 300 members, and many spend more than $10,000 per year. So the reward is even greater. So how worthwhile is this program? It has the potential to be extremely worthwhile. Can both spouses register separately? Yes. Our only requirement is that we will need to recognize the name in order to associate the person with the internal account to be credited. Can I order directly from the shul and pay later? Sorry, that's the one no here. The program is set to work by purchasing orders with funds already received. The shul does not have the capital to lay out money for member purchases. Can I pay online using the shul's website? The answer is yes. But again, you have to, if you're ordering from the Shop with Script site, you have to select paying by check. Then you would go to the EMBEJC website and click on the shopper payment link and make your payment there. And you'd have to include your order number because we won't process any orders until we can match the order with the payment. Can my adult children help me credit my account? Absolutely. Provide them with the enrollment code and inform us of their names so we can match them to your EMBEJC account. Can we still get discounts with our local vendors? Yes. Nassau Kosher Meats, our local Stop and Shop and ShopRite. When you are on shopwithscript.com, you will search for EM. Just put in EM and you will see these three items come up. Now, don't be confused, please. Stop and Shop and ShopRite are already in the Shop with Script catalog. However, if you use those, you'll only be receiving a 4% rebate. Using the ones marked with EMBEJC, you will receive a 5% rebate because that's our deal with our local vendors. And Nassau Kosher Meats gives us 6%. Who do I call if I need help? Well, we have our committee members' names here. And you can also call Shop with Script directly for support or with registering online activities. Can you help? Absolutely. We want to have many people helping us, especially when we're back and fully reopened, and we want to have those Sunday mornings and one evening per week. If we have a nice group of volunteers, we can establish that one evening on a regular basis. So this has the potential to be a tremendous fundraiser for East Meadow Beth-El Jewish Center. We look forward to your participation. Thank you.